you weren't followed.
It's not amateur hour. What's with all the cloak and stake stuff?
I have news from the High Council.
They're going to accept me?
If you can prove your vampiric qualities exceed those of an average girl...
How?
You'll be set 3 tasks to demonstrate your ruthlessness, deviousness, and most importantly, your willingness to inflict pain.
Sounds fun. What's first?
I want to know whether your brother and his half-fanged sidekick are plotting to stop the blood binding.
Of course they are. Vlad's always been a sad romantic. He won't want to marry someone he's not in love with.
Love is irrelevant, as they must be his bride.
Relax. I'll find out what he's up to.
It's not just a place at the High Council at stake. It's the future of all our kind.
Do with a hand here.
Do I look like I was born into the serving classes?
I don't think so. Scrap! Look, this hugging a hoodie experiment of yours is a disaster. They've been helping themselves to my cellar.
Actually, Dad, that was me.
You?
The blood the Slayers Guild provided has run out.
We had to tap into your blood cellar for emergency supplies. And just so we're clear, this isn't an experiment. Scrap is here to stay.
Scrap?
School for coexistence, respect and peace.
You call this respect?
Master, help me!
You were supposed to be rationing the blood to 1 glass each, not splashing it about.
I did, but they wouldn't listen to me.
The sooner he starts production of the Sawyer blood, the less we have to take from your blood cellar.
So get to it before they drain me dry.
Macaulay's been looking for you.
Ah, then she need look no further.
There had better be enough decent vintage for the blood binding. I don't do second best.
You are making slow progress, ingratiating yourself with the Draculas.
The Count just sees me as another one of the revamp kids, and Vlad's so tight with Erin, I don't even get a look in.
Erin.
I got a call from the police this morning.
I assure you that break-in at the museum was nothing to do with me, and I have no knowledge of the whereabouts of the ancient pygmy skulls.
That's not why they called.
Then forget everything I just said.
Crime in the area has dropped 20% since you opened your evening classes.
Really?
These young people are taking the chance we're giving them. Well done, Mr. Count. Your compassion is paying off.
One does what one can for those less fortunate than oneself.
Why don't we keep that momentum going by rewarding them with a place on the student senate of the main school? Empowering young people is always a good idea. Thank you. You'll let me know who you think best for the student senate.
Of course, of course.
Thank you.
Keep it. A gift. Yeah.
What about getting rid of Adzi?
And we're left with no option. We make her disappear.
Kill her.
We kidnap her, lock her up, and forge a note saying that she's run away because she can't face going through with the blood binding. Ingrid.
No flies on you, brother.
What do you want?
Only what you want.
Which is?
Rid of Adzi. It's okay. I'm on side.
Side Ingrid.
You've got me all wrong. So come on, what's the plan?
There is no plan.
Then let's think of one. I'm sure if we put our heads together, we can outsmart her.
You really want to help? Okay. Well, the truants need rounding up.
I'd love to, but I have to prep for my next lesson. It's not fair that those who actually want to learn suffer now, is it?
Work it out.
You want me to spy on my own sister?
If I'm going to take my rightful place on the High Council, I need to find out how they're planning to get Vlad out of the blood binding.
Why me?
Because they don't trust my motives.
I'm hardly Erin's favourite person.
Tell her you're sorry. Play the family card. Breathers are hopelessly sentimental. She'll want to believe you.
What's in it for me?
A share in the power. I won't forget who helped get me onto the High Council.
You're not serious. No breathers.
What's the guest list, not the menu?
Vlad's right. Now that we all live in peace, we should respect each other's traditions.
Fine. But the invites go out tomorrow.
We haven't set a date yet.
The Feast of Azazello.
But that's only 2 weeks away.
Is that a problem?
You wanted to see us?
Oh, yes. I've decided to put one of the ferals forward for the school student senate.
Hmm?
Well, they'll never take peaceful coexistence seriously if we don't empower them.
You don't take peaceful coexistence seriously.
How sharper than a bat's fang it is to have a thankless child.
You two find a candidate and we'll put them to the test.
Excellent idea. They can undertake the trial of Gwyn ap Noir. 3 nights in the caves of Carthusia, where they'll face their biggest fear, and from where only one can return.
Or, alternatively, we can do a quiz. Ramanga, as representative of the High Council, perhaps you could set the questions.
Let battle commence.
Garlic gas.
Check.
UV stun grenades.
Check.
Blood trap. Ready?
Yeah. Call this lot bunking school.
Thanks. Saved us a job.
They've promised there won't be any more trouble.
Good. Right, you lot with me. Come on. Come on, guys.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. You?
I'm sorry I've been a bit out of order recently.
Understatement of the year.
And I'm sorry I never thanked you for standing up to Ramanga. I heard about Vlad and Adzi getting married.
Oh, hot gossip, is it?
Are you really going to let it happen?
Don't have much of a choice, do I?
Maybe they're not planning anything.
Of course they are. They just won't tell you unless they really think you've changed.
Which I haven't.
How do you fancy a place on the school senate?
Whoopie-doo.
It's your chance to lead for once. Unless you enjoy being Malik's lapdog.
I'm nobody's lapdog.
So prove it. Be your own biter.
I'm getting aristocracy.
Oh, yeah.
A suggestion of Moldovan, but yes, a subtle aftertaste of Bavaria.
And, number 2.
Thank you. Ah, now this is full-bodied. Strong. A vigorous vintage, plenty of iron.
So, which one's the soy blood?
That one.
How'd you guess?
Imbecile. Though the taste is remarkably authentic, you have saved my cellar. Honestly, Ranger, I could...
Oh, Barty.
Not do that.
Hi, Adzi. Do you fancy grabbing a bite to eat later?
I don't do gooseberry.
Not with Erin, just you and me. You were right about her being needy. I just need some space.
Needy? You want some space? You've got it.
So how about it, dinner?
No can do. I'm getting my fangs polished tonight.
Erin.
Did it work?
She's getting her fangs polished tonight. You can snatch her then. Did you have to make it quite so convincing?
Vlad, I'm putting Ryan forward for the Student Senate.
I thought the idea was to find an envoy for peaceful coexistence.
And I thought you believed in giving the disenfranchised a second chance. Or is that merely sales speak of ineffectual do-gooders?
I'll find out who Bertrand has lined up for your opponent.
Extra tuition in my room in 5. We're going to win this thing.
I want to be a proper brother again. I'm going to stop Adzi marrying Vlad.
Wait.
Settle down, please. Okay, today we are learning about Ludlaw Erant. He led the great crusade of the Night Eaters into Crisana. On his return, the conquering hero was elected to the High Council. Didn't he kill like 3,000 slayers?
At least. The streams of the Crisanian mountains ran red with slayers' blood. But they got their revenge when a mole infiltrated the coronation and inserted garlic-tipped thorns into his crown. If it wasn't for warriors like Ludlaw Erant saving us from the slayers, vampires would have been wiped from this earth.
Except now we're supposed to just mosh together. Vampires, slayers, breeders.
Doesn't mean we have to give up our identity. It's important to know who you are and where you come from.
But if we're descended from warriors like him, isn't that who we are?
Times are different now.
I need your candidate for the Student Senate.
Malik.
Right, you do know this position holds a lot of responsibility.
He's a natural-born leader. If he embraces peaceful coexistence, the others will fall into place.
Well, I suppose the others do look up to him. Good thinking.
Tank full of garlic gas to knock Adze out.
But we still need to work out how to get her from the dentist to the warehouse.
Ah, Vladdy. Renfield's got the first batch of Sawyer blood ready.
I'll let the Slayers Guild know we no longer need their supplies.
You can inform them once my cellar has been replenished. Right. How do I look?
Like you're seeing, Miss Macaulay?
Vlad, this is my candidate for the Senate, Clarissa Mountjoy.
But you've already chosen Malik as your candidate.
Malik? Why would I do that? He's been nothing but trouble.
Well, you told me to my face.
I did not.
Transylvania, we have a problem. Miss McCall has invited a photographer from the local paper to cover tonight's quiz.
Brilliant. How do we get out of this one?
I have every faith in you.
Look, there's no way Malik's...
Malik's your candidate. Work with it.
go to class. Revise your Transylvanian lineage while I'm gone.
You don't want to arouse suspicions. Play dumb and make sure you lose the quiz.
Being on the Student Senate will get me in with the Draculas.
Ryan must win. I'll make sure he receives the questions. Vlad draws his strength from Erin. We can get to her through her brother.
Ryan wants to help.
I've borrowed Malik's bike, if that's any use.
What do you think? We could do with an extra pair of hands getting Adze to the warehouse.
You're in. I'll knock her out of the dentist. You and Ryan pick her up after the Senate quiz. You forge the note.
Ryan. Thanks.
It's what families are for.
Now all you have to do is make sure Miss Macaulay and the news reporter don't turn up to the Senate quiz.
Task complete.
What's he doing here?
Tell him.
They're going to kidnap Adze.
Stock. The master, he loves his broccoli soup.
Smells delicious.
Really?
This is for the winner of the Senate quiz. It will need a clean before we present it.
Straight away, miss. I was... Oh, yes, this is Professor Renfield, at your service. Ow! What's that?
Renfield, come on.
It's the soy blood.
How dare you?
Did you use Transylvanian pigweed?
My done?
I'll be out for hours.
Just checking.
The reporters arrived.
What's happened?
Renfield's a genius.
I am? I am?
After we've done a tour of the school, you can meet some of our new intake before we do the Senate quiz. Everybody's really excited about having their picture in the local paper.
The students have just finished creating their own smoothies in food technology.
Oh.
Care for a taste?
Thank you, Bertrand. It's very unusual.
What is it? Pomegranate, cranberry, and licorice.
Licorice?
Mhm.
It's a bit of an acquired taste.
It's great for detoxing.
Very relaxing.
See you in the morning.
Ryan.
For luck.
Going to need it.
You're giving it a go. That's the most important thing. I'm really proud of you.
Wait, Erin. Proud of you too.
This'll knock her out. Jump up on the chair, Adzi. Let's sharpen those fangs.
Ads is otherwise engaged to you. And if you think of trying to get out of the blood binding, you can kiss goodbye to that half-fang girlfriend of yours for good.
Is it done?
Is that seat taken?
No.
Budge along then. Gotta keep up appearances.
We've been rumbled.
Welcome to the Vampire Senate Challenge. Now, the rules are simple. The vampire with the most points when the bells toll will be elected onto the Student Senate. Shake. Now back to your corners and come out fighting. Fingers on buzzers. Your starter question: in what year is the Battle of Hunyadvar?
1142.
Correct. 3 bonus questions to Ryan on the date of vampiric battles. First, to Thrall.
205.
Correct. Byzantral Vat.
1568.
Ah, correct. Disperia.
733. Sarah Michelle Geller. Hemoglobin. Marquess of Ellsworthy. School for Coexistence.
I'm going to have your guts
for an Alice band.
Yeah, but it was a Transylvanian pigweed that made it taste fruity.
How many brothers? I've started, so I'll finish. How many brothers does Count Dracula have? Somebody's been tampering with these questions.
Two.
Correct.
Hang on, that's not right.
He's right. Two brothers. Ivan and Arthur.
Who's Arthur?
Winner! Get up! Up! Down him!
By the power invested in me by the High Council, I now crown you member of the school senate.
Ryan?
Garlic tip thorns. It's murder.